Fast and Furious present Hobbs and Shaw, starring a whole lot of really good action people that I wouldn't expect to be in an action movie. Dwayne Johnson, Idris Elba, Jason Statham, Helen Mirren, Roman Reigns, alias Joe Anai. This was a good movie. And I gotta say, I personally think it was better than most of the Fast and Furious franchise to date. There was great, incredible chemistry from the moment the movie starts until it ends. There's incredible chemistry with Statham and The Rock. They work well together. They play off each other really, really, really well. The stuff that they say to each other because they don't like each other is funny. It's freaking funny, and I couldn't help but to find myself laughing out loud. I LOL'd out loud like at least 3 times. They were funny. Just the way that they bounced a comedy off of each other was almost as good as the action itself. I mean, they could have had a movie where they sat in 2 chairs and just went at each other. That would have been hilarious. It's Statham and it's The Rock, so you know there's going to be fight scenes. There were great fight scenes. People were getting picked up, thrown around, beat, smacked. There were a lot of shots to the testes. A lot of people got hit in the Johnson a lot. More than I would expect. You know, maybe once in a movie you see it, so you're like, oh wow, look, he got kicked in the... But it happened like 3 or 4 times. And I'm like, wow. He felt that. I felt that. I was in the movies and I was like, oh, when I saw it a couple of times, because it, you know, you can't take a shot to the pills like that anytime in your life. It happened to me when I was like 5 or 6 in elementary school. Took a shot to the pills. Kid hit me right in the zipper. I never forget it. In fact, anytime I think about it, I get a taste of nickel in the back of my throat. Memories. Anyway, these fight scenes were good. Even the fight scenes with Idris Elba, and a lot of the time you'll see a close-up of his face and the fist is coming, and then you'll show like half a body, you know, down, you can't see his face, but then someone's throwing a punch wearing his outfit. Clearly it was the stunt man, not him, but it was still really, really good. There's two special guest stars in there that IMDb does not have listed. They were critical to making this a funny movie. Both of these 2 people were in the movie. Both of them made sense, knowing who was in the movie and knowing what was, you know, who made the movie. Both of these people made sense, but they were hilarious. I would have liked to have seen the 2 people play off of each other because they're both so funny, but they were never on screen together at the same time. But still, each time these 2 special guest stars were in the scenes, they lit the scenes up. It was hilarious. It's basically a action comedy. You know, you got the Fast and Furious franchise, which started out as like a thriller, drama thriller type deal, and it's moved on to cartoonishly hilarious things. Jumping from one building to another in a car, you're gonna die. But in the movies, with movie science, it works. Of course it does. So there's things that happen in the movie that you're looking and you're like, I'm gonna call, but it's the movies. So yeah, I've seen a dude with a red cape fly. I've seen a dude in a yellow and orange armor firing repulsor rays out his hand. I saw a whale eat a ship. The movies, things like that happen. So it's to be expected. It was clearly not real, but it was action and it pulls you in and it pulled me in. It was great. I almost forgot that this was a Fast and Furious movie. And then they introduced the car chase, and I'm like, oh yeah, right. Yeah, the Fast and the Furious. Because this is so far away from the franchise that I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if like 2 movies from now, there's a superhero in the movie. There was a supervillain in this one. Idris Elba he basically had superpowers. I mean, you saw the preview. He's like, I'm Black Superman. And he is Black Superman. He's Black Superman. Roman Reigns is in this movie. The WWE superstar Roman Reigns is in this movie. And unless I'm mistaken, and it happened really quick, he doesn't speak in the whole movie. He's in the movie, which is kind of cool. And I was expecting. I'm a wrestling fan. I was like, oh man, wow, The Rock and Roman Reigns, who are cousins. He's in the movie, but he doesn't speak. But that's cool. Maybe the next movie, he's getting his, his sea legs and everything. This movie goes from 0 to 60 in just minutes. I mean, it actually starts off with an alarm clock and they're waking up in the morning. And then the next thing you know, cars are blowing up, people are getting shot. They must have shot 1,000 people. Who's going to jail for all those? I mean, because somebody's going to see those bodies. They're laying all over the place. And they poured buckets of bullets inside of people. And nobody got arrested. These 2 guys are supposed to be like cops. And they're just like, poof, 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 poof. They're just killing people. Well, I guess, cops. Anyway, there's action that doesn't make a lot of sense. But I'm okay with that. The script was kind of flimsy, but I'm okay with that. The actors and actresses all got a fair amount of time, but not a lot of time, except for the main 2 guys. And I'm okay with that because of the 3 top people. You got Idris Elba, The Rock, and Jason Statham all together getting in the fist fight. What's wrong with that? Just stick in like maybe, Jackie Chan or somebody to kick somebody in the face, but Jason Statham was kicking people in the face. But this was a good movie. It was better than I expected, but it was still, kind of hammy and everything. So I'm giving this movie 7 bags of popcorn. Not because it wasn't great. It was a good movie, but it was still a little campy. 7 bags of popcorn. And there's 3 Easter eggs, man. There's 3 of them. One of them happens kind of quick. The other one, it takes a little time, and it seems like that's the last one. There's 3 of them. They're clearly shooting for a part 2 to this. Maybe it won't be Fast and Furious Presents. Maybe it'll just be Shaw and Hobbs. We'll see. I liked it, but that's what I think. More importantly, what do you think? Have you seen a movie? What's your favorite buddy cop movie? What's your favorite Fast and Furious movie? Let's talk about it in the comments. And as always, if you like the video, if you like the content, subscribe. And then like.
Popcorn Passport.